The very name Mount St Helens is synonymous for widespread volcanic destruction. While only a minority of people today vividly remember what this volcano used to look like before 1980, that is, a towering, fairly symmetrical glacier-top edifice that earned its nickname the Mount Fuji of America, that would all change on May 18, 1980. On that date, a powerful eruption occurred which resulted in a 2.5 cubic kilometer section of the volcano collapsing to the north in a massive landslide, giving way to a powerful lateral blast which, at a speed of more than 500 miles per hour, would go on to incinerate an area of 230 square miles or 596 square kilometers, incinerating everything in its path at distances of up to 19.4 miles or 31.2 kilometers distant, alongside generating an 80,000-foot-high eruption column and causing a layer of ash to fall across sections of 11 states and parts of Canada. This eruption reduced the height of the volcano by 1,314 feet and left a large northward-facing horseshoe-shaped crater. While this represented North America's costliest volcanic eruption, it was neither one of a kind or unusually large in comparison to prior eruptions, as Mount St Helens is not only the volcano with the second highest number of Plinian VEI5 or larger eruptions of any volcano on the planet during the Holocene epoch, but another lateral blast incinerated 75 square kilometers or 29 square miles of the volcano due to an eruption around the year 800. This is why Mount St Helens is rated as the second highest threat volcano in the United States, earning a very high threat designation. Even smaller eruptions of this volcano, given the correct set of circumstances, could generate long-reaching lahars which destroy homes, roads, and bridges. And yet, despite its still fairly large size, rising more than 6,000 feet above the surrounding landscape, you might be surprised to learn that Mount St Helens is a relatively new stratovolcano if we are talking on a geologic timescale. Eruptive activity at Mount St Helens has been dominated by 4 distinct several thousand-year-long eruptive periods where frequent volcanic eruptions occur, only to be followed by 3,500 to 15,000 years of no distinct eruptions occurring. The first eruption of Mount St Helens occurred 40,000 years ago, approximately 53 miles east-northeast of what is now Portland, Oregon. In what was already a mountainous region, viscous andesite and dacite lava then erupted, forming a closely spaced cluster of steep lava domes. These eruptions emplaced large amounts of lava, building the base of the volcano. These eruptions continued intermittently for another 5,000 years, the latter stage of which formed the beginning of what would become its central vent. No eruptions occurred for the following 15,000 years until what is known as the Cougar stage of volcanism began 20,000 years ago. The first of these eruptions caused the prior central cone to catastrophically collapse to the south in a massive debris avalanche comparable in volume to what was observed in 1980, filling some valleys with material up to 900 feet thick. This then gave way to a powerful Plinian eruption which distributed ash over a wide area. More lava-effusing eruptions then followed, the last of which produced the most voluminous lava flow in Helens' history, an up to 200-meter-high and 6-kilometer-long andesite lava flow which originated from a still visible vent that, at the time, marked the 6,000-foot-high summit of the volcano. The next eruptive phase occurred from 13,000 to 8,000 years ago via the growth of dacite lava domes that produced frequent collapses, ejecting ash and increasing Mount St Helens' height to 7,000 feet. The final eruptive period began 4,500 years ago, meaning that everything above 7,000 feet elevation formed in the times since. Numerous andesite and dacite lava domes were in place during this eruptive period, and glaciers grew on Helens' edifice. Interestingly, despite the explosiveness of this volcano, between the year 105 and 260, 3 basalt composition lava flows erupted from the summit and flanks of Mount St Helens, which would go on to travel up to 9.8 miles from the volcano's summit in runny Pohoihoi lava flows, which may have lasted for several months each. The longest and most voluminous of these primarily effusive, although perhaps moderately explosive eruptions which may have seen Strombolian eruptive activity occur created what today contains the Ape Cave lava tube. Since 1400, Mount St Helens has produced Plinian eruptions in 1480, 1482, 1800, and 1980. Several small lava dome and flank andesite eruptions occurred in between the majority of these, with the last such eruption occurring between 2004 and 2008. As a final note, I would like to thank my new patron David Wood for supporting this channel.